In this video, I'll talk about why I hate Psycho Dad. First of all, he destroys all of Jesse's possessions such as Xbox 360, Xbox One, Wii U, video games, the room in the Morton building and Uncle Larry's RV. He doesn't like Jesse playing video games and he wants him to get a job, which is probably why he's destroying his games and game consoles. He charges him $2,000 in rent, which is more than how much the bills cost just for Jesse to use electricity, gas, water, internet, and phoning and texting people on his iPhone, etc. He smashed his son's car windows, causing his mum to divorce him, even though it was because of Jesse and Corn knocking out Big Brother out with a bottle, locking him in a cage. Psycho Dad even made Jesse pay for the repair of the car windows his dad had caused. The divorce between Psycho Dad and Jesse's mum caused him to cry, and when Psycho Dad was drunk, ranting, he blamed Jesse for splitting the family apart, the divorce, and for the things he caused to make his dad destroy his things. When Jesse was ready to move out with $30,000 in cash in a bag, he told his dad he was going to move out, but when his dad knew there was $30,000 in his bag, he would not let him use the money to buy Bus's house until he paid the rent for the time Jesse lived in his dad's house in January. He robbed and stole the $30,000 in cash from Jesse, locked it in a safe, preventing him from moving out of the Ridgeway residence, angering Jesse. Jesse should have kept the $30,000 away from his dad's safe at Uncle Larry's house, not showing him it, give the owner the $30,000, move the things out of his bedroom to the house he was gonna buy, and he can let his dad know he's moving out without his money being stolen from him. Jesse tried to move to his Jesse tried to move to the house his Aunt Jackie rented out, but when his mum moved into the house, she didn't want to live with Jesse because of the high emotions from the divorce. She wanted her own space and privacy. Jesse played video games instead of helping her move her things into the house, and she couldn't cope with Jesse and Corn filming videos while she was in the house. So she kicked Jesse out of his own house he rented from Aunt Jackie, telling him to find another place, forcing him to move back to his dad's house because there was no other place to move to. Things started to go disastrously downhill when Jesse moved back to his dad's house. He destroyed his video games and Wii U and forced Jesse to work at the farm, and he did not want him working for Uncle Larry. When Jesse visited Uncle Larry, he was crying and got angry because he couldn't stand living at his dad's house, destroying all his things, stealing $30,000 off him, being forced to work at the farm, and being kicked out of his own house by his mum. After Psycho Dad destroyed the room in the Morton building and the TV and laptop in the room because Jesse lied to him saying that he was having a day off while he actually quit his job at the farm, Jesse tried to move out again and get away from his dad, but when Jesse and Uncle Larry moved his RV to the woods were actually behind Aunt Melissa's house, and she did not want Jesse living in those woods, so Melissa threatened to call his dad if he didn't move the RV out of the woods immediately, even if he had to wait until Uncle Larry's truck was ready to move it out of the woods. Although Jesse destroyed Melissa's iPhone to prevent her phoning his dad, she managed to phone Psycho Dad on the house phone, and he destroyed Uncle Larry's RV for not moving the RV out of the woods and for destroying his TV. Jesse and Uncle Larry should have checked if the woods was near Aunt Melissa's house and not moved the RV there, and moved it instead to an RV site where he would be allowed to have the RV on that site, where Psycho Dad can't find him, and probably shouldn't have destroyed his TV to probably avoid being searched by his dad. Uncle Larry got angry hearing that Psycho Dad destroyed his RV. Psycho Dad arrived at Uncle Larry's house, forcing him to move back to his house and did not allow him to go back to Uncle Larry's house. This is all Psycho Dad's fault. He's a fucking arsehole. He ruined Jesse's life and he's full of bullshit. I unsubscribe to his channel and try not to watch his videos when he lives at his dad's house, because I can't stand him living, dealing with his dad's bullshit, destroying his possessions, stealing 30 grand, paying $2,000 rent, forbidding him to play video games and to go to Uncle Larry's house, is making it very difficult for him to move out of his dad's house. And yet I still watch some of his videos on the latest updates of him moving out of his dad's house, and I only subscribe to his channel when he lives in his own house. I don't find the latest Psycho videos funny because what his dad destroys pisses Jesse the fuck off. I hope to God Jesse moves out of his dad's house in a week and a half when he gets his YouTube paycheck to move into his own apartment, because it's not safe for him to live with his dad for all the things he's done to him. Any more bad things Psycho Dad does to him is also the reason why I hate him. Feel free to post comments, but I don't want any comments saying he's not going to move out.